And tonight at 6, we're following a developing story as a Sacramento police officer faces felony charges accused of filing false police reports. We just spoke to Sacramento Police Chief Daniel Hahn.
MercuryNews.com gives us this story. A Sacramento police officer was arrested Thursday on suspicion of filing a false report in a case connected to a traffic stop last year that prompted a wide-ranging internal investigation, officials have said.
Hey, Brian, Lisa, I had a chance to interview the chief about an hour ago. The department says that this incident involving this officer happened in July last year, and their investigation has led to criminal charges and an arrest. Also, as a result of this investigation, other officers are currently on leave.
Joshua Olander, an attorney for Palubicki, did not immediately respond to requests for comments. After being alerted to the officer's potential misconduct, the department launched a thorough audit of all arrests and associated supplemental reports submitted by Palubicki over the course of her 3-year employment. The felony complaint obtained by the Sacramento Bee says Palubicki filed a false report when she wrote that she stopped to question a motorist at a gas station after seeing his vehicle make the turn without utilizing a turn signal. Investigators within the police department spent 5 months interviewing dozens of employees, as well as reviewing footage from body-worn cameras, in-car cameras, and surveillance cameras, the police statement said.
26-year-old Alexa Palubicki is facing 2 felony charges in this case. Police say that Palubicki was placed on leave while the department interviewed employees, went through body camera video, and collected evidence. Now, the case has been handed over to the Sacramento County District Attorney's Office. They say any case in which her participation was necessary for a prosecution has been dismissed now.
Internal police investigation documents obtained by the Bee show the investigation led to the suspension of Palubicki's partner and included numerous search warrants. The Sacramento police confirmed other officers have been suspended but would not disclose their names.
There are additional officers that are involved in some form or fashion in the administrative review. There are additional officers on administrative leave, but nobody else has been charged with a crime.
The case involved a traffic stop on July 11, 2020, in which Palubicki and her partner, another female officer, spotted a 27-year-old black man driving a Nissan Altima that abruptly pulled into a gas station and parked across 2 parking spaces, the documents say. That's private property. The driver got out and the officers approached him to advise him that he parked illegally, the documents say. Palubicki discovered the driver had a suspended license. The partner thought she saw marijuana in a plastic cup in the console, leading to a search of the vehicle, despite repeated protests from the motorist that they did not have permission to search the car. During the search, Palubicki's partner found a loaded handgun, the documents say. The motorist was arrested and taken to jail, but the case was later dismissed, with prosecutors citing insufficient evidence.
I think that people have the right to get to the bottom of it, which is what we did with the additional investigations. And the district attorney, we believe, will do exactly what they're supposed to do. And if anybody suffered repercussions from what she did, they should be held accountable.
Sacramento County District Attorney Anne Marie Schubert sent out a statement saying, in part, anytime a police officer falsifies a police report, it is an affront to justice and taken very seriously. The statement goes on to say, we are in the process of reviewing past cases in which Palubicki was involved and that have already resulted in a conviction to determine the appropriate remedy for that. And at this point, neither the police department nor the district attorney's office would go exactly into what triggered this investigation, but Chief Hahn does say that it was another member of the department that tipped off the investigation.
This is another one where a police officer is alleged to have filed a false police report, but the police officer and her partner. But you notice they said, well, first it was turned into a parking, turned without using a turn signal. Then it was illegally parked across 2 spaces. Then it was, well, we thought we saw marijuana in a cup. See, that gives them consent to search. See, that's, yeah. Then they find, we found a handgun. But you notice that the DA dismissed it for insufficient evidence. So they file the report and the charges. They say, this is what we're filing on. We want to charge him with this. The DA will choose whether to accept or not accept those charges. Of course, the DA didn't. He said there was insufficient evidence. Well, it says the caterer was, laced with prosecutor citing. That would be the DA. It said that seeing the vehicle make the turn without utilizing a turn signal. But then it turns into parked illegally in 2 parking spaces. Well, he's on a gas station. I don't believe that's enforceable by police at that point. Like, let's say I go into Stater Brothers and I park across 3 different parking spaces. I don't think the police can get me for illegal parking. I think the store can come out and make a complaint, but I don't think the police themselves can go on and do that. But they use that as probable cause, and then, of course, marijuana in the cup, to search this guy's car against his wishes. He did not give consent for them to search. And now they found out that allegedly this police officers filed a false report. So here's another one where it's important to film. They pulled security cameras, they pulled body cameras, they pulled car dash cameras. There's another one where if you put it on YouTube, that's another video that they have to review for police excessive use or police accountability. That's why it's important when you see a police car pulling somebody over, run over there and record it, because your video on YouTube just might tell the truth. As you read this story, and I'll put a link to this story in the description box below, but as you look at this story, again, body-worn cameras, in-car cameras, surveillance cameras, these were all used by the police to review this bad behavior. And if you had recorded, if somebody had been out there recording for YouTube, that's another video they can use and say, well, look here, look, see, she's saying this and this, look what, and this is in this video, here's what really happened. Trying to keep it short, but I want to know what you guys think. Let me know in the comment section below. As you can tell, I'm going to go get some hot cocoa or something to drink because I'm not awake yet. Anyway, let me know how you feel about this story. Community Leo watching Leos. That's law enforcement officers, to include those allegedly filing false reports in Sacramento.